Well, hello again. So what I thought was going to be a fairly simple operation has turned into a bit of a nightmare, which is usually what happens. So I'm working on the supports for this other passenger side front slide out. My plan was originally to have a roller on this end and a swing arm on that end. That didn't work out so well because the resistance isn't even, so there's no room to put the swing arm on this end. The door's too close, so there just isn't any room to put the swing arm in there, so it has to be on a roller. So which I figured on, and that's what I did. But then when I tried to put the swing arm on the other end, it would just start to pull it cockeyed, and so it would start to hop and jam up and everything, which, you know, thinking about it afterwards makes perfect sense, but at the time I was thinking I could put a roller at one end and a swing arm at the other. So not thrilled with the idea of having rollers on the hardwood floor. It's about, 90% of slide outs, that's what they do, is they put rollers on the floor, but most of them have carpet. So this is going to have hardwood, so I'm going to have to figure out a way to deal with that. But anyways, I don't have any choice. I'm going to have rollers on the floor, and so that's what I'm in the middle of here right now. So hot here on the weekend that I wasn't particularly motivated, so I didn't get a whole lot done, but I did manage to get it up onto the rollers and having it working, but it still needs some more work. So, and I'm just getting started on putting the angle on here for the seal to contact. So I got the first piece on here, and that needs the wheel that's on the forward edge there needs that for support. So I'm just going to put the one on the other end, and anyways, just continue along with this. So I'm not thrilled with this turn of events, but it is what it is. It's going to work fine. It's just wasn't my preferred way of doing it. But such is life. It'll work fine. So I thought I'd make a little video here to report that I don't have a whole lot to report. Been warmer than usual the last couple of weekends, so my motivation level has been fairly low. When it gets up to around 90 degrees here, we start to melt. I know that's nothing compared to what you guys down in the southern states and other places have to deal with, but here with the humidity so high, when it hits upper 80s, low 90s, we start to melt. But however, I have been waiting for months to be able to bitch about it being too warm, so that's good. Anyhow, just mucking around with this one slide out here a little bit, figuring out exactly all the little details on it to get all the seals and everything in. And I discovered a little bit of an oopsie that I can't really fix, other than somehow or other this particular one, this inner cross brace here, sagged on me when I welded it in, and I never noticed that. Now it's just like a big spring. I can't get it to come back, so I'm going to have to just I got the angle here for the seal to run against, and I have a 1/4 inch gap down through the center of it. So all I can do is put some spacers in there. I tried heat shrinking it. I guess maybe there's, you know, the material just not thick enough to be able to shrink properly. Too much tension on it. Anyways, it's just not, other than cutting it all apart and taking it out and welding it back up again. The only other option I have is just to put spacers under that angle there, and so there's my gap. I don't know if you can see that here. There's my gap there for the seal to run on, but this here. So anyways, I got spacers in there, and I'll weld it up as much as I can, seam seal the rest, and it'll be fine. It's just a little bit frustrating because it's the only one that's done that, and I don't know how I missed it, but anyways, crap happens, I guess. So and I've got these wheels, the rollers down here, both ends. Got them all in there and decided I don't like them, so I'm going to redo them. I'm going to do something similar but different. I got these rollers here that came with these slide out assemblies, so I'm going to use these, one on each end. What I don't like about these, too much crap in the way, you probably can't even tell, but they stick out a long ways, so that means my cover, you know, the oak cover or whatever I put in here has to stick out 3.5 inches, or probably closer to 4 inches by the time it's all said and done, to you know, to cover those wheels. And when it's in, that's 4 inches closer or less walking around room you have in the center, so it doesn't need to be. I'm going to put these, basically what I'm going to do is do the same idea, but I'm going to put these under here like that, and that'll be a lot more compact, and do the same thing. I'll hinge them so that they're adjustable for height, because I've got them adjusted up so that, you know, it's holding the outside corner nice and flush for the anyways, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So anyways, that's my story for now. Yeah, these room controls are working. I'm running them in and out all the time as I'm working on this stuff, and they're working really nice, so no more complications there or anything. That's all working good. I finally got around to welding up these eye bolts, so I'm not having any more problems with those. So this is all working really well. So that's good. It's just a matter of now working on the seals, and I just have to work on my motivation level to to keep at it. Anyways, and I was taking the drip rail off the outside here, and everywhere that had the factory stainless steel screws came apart, no problem at all. Anywhere that somebody decided that stainless was unnecessary, I had to zip cut the heads off and then grab the screw with once the molding was off, grab the screw with a pair of vice grips and screw that out. So whoever did that many long years ago needs a good swift kick in the nuts, if I could find them. Anyways, it's all good. Got another 20 feet of, 20 feet of drip rail to take off this side. I got most of the other side to do yet. And then this, skin, when I put it, this will come off, and then the skin, when I reskin it, will go up under here and get riveted. So this goes over top of it, and then I will put some kind of a molding probably an automotive body side molding, chrome or something like that on it once it's painted. And these hinges here, the old window hinges, I'm going to take them off. They come off pretty easy. And yeah, so that's about as far as I've gotten in the last couple of weeks. I have managed to go through a respectable amount of rum in the last couple of weeks. I guess that's good. Anyways, my story for now.